What up, y'all? I'm gonna try my best to like keep this camera focused. I need like a tripod. Like I need to do better with my videos, but I'll be so lazy. Anyways, we need more representation in the body. And I think that's something that my heart has been working so hard on when it comes to this whole BU campaign that I've been like doing for like the last year and a half, I think. And it's because I know the feeling. I know how it feels to be in a Christian group and feel like the outsider and feel like you don't belong and feel like you don't relate. I'm not that Christian that's like, my morals are like the highest of the high when it comes to what I should be doing. I think that, well, in the eyes of others, I'll say, because my mindset has changed on morality, and what is deemed, good and bad. Certain things that are considered bad that I've, been raised on in the church. What I've learned for myself is that it's not bad. It's just as bad for you. It ain't bad for Nina. It's just bad for you. It may not be beneficial for you, but it doesn't mean that Nina can't do it because you can't do it. Or, maybe you haven't allowed yourself to operate in your freedoms because of, you know, what most people like to deem as bad in the church, and because they haven't researched it enough, experienced it for themselves, actually went to God about it, and just lived a little bit and really saw that, what, this isn't really bad. This is actually good. My eyes were just dirty, and I saw it in a bad light versus in God's light. And so anyways, and then I can admit that, there are some things that I know that are bad and not beneficial for me, and I partake in them and I indulge. But I would rather be honest about what I indulge in than lie to people. I'm not going to sit here because let me tell you something. I come from a generation, or I come from a Christian culture that you hide your shit. As you can see, I curse. And I'm still kind of getting my whole thought process on cursing too. I'm still learning, like, is that bad or is that good? So, you'll see me curse in my videos. And so, anyways, you know, I've seen things in my Christian culture or whatever like that, as like people will try to, hide their stuff instead of, actually owning up to their weaknesses. To me, I just feel like we don't really apply the principles that we learn in the Bible to our benefit, where it talks about confessing our faults one to another so that we can be prayed for and will be healed. And then another thing too is like we think that the healing will occur instantly all the time because we want to see the manifestation and the miracles of God. And people are so like zealous for like miracles, signs, and wonders that they don't, see the miracle in the journey. They don't see the miracle in God, walking with someone day by day as he matures them day by day. Maturity in the faith takes time. And we glorify the instantaneous, manifestations of God more than we, you know, um, glorify the little things of God, or the things that are counted as, you know, nothing, you know, but it's really still huge in the kingdom. This is why I'm all about kingdom mindset. This is why I'm all about relationship. This is why I'm all about, being honest, being transparent, because we're not Jesus. We're not the lamb that was supposed we're not the perfect lamb that was supposed to go up on the cross and die. That wasn't our job. And a lot of us, still try to be that for people. I let that go a while back. I'm not the lamb. Jesus is the lamb. He's the one that got on the cross to die for everybody's sins. I'm not that. So I don't have that burden of having to be the example, the ultimate example. That's Jesus's job, and I think that the problem that, like I said, we see is that people aren't pointing enough to him for perfection and for God, for guidance. And we're pointing to ourselves. Look at me, look what I do, and it's like we I think, you know, unknowingly point to ourselves to our detriment. So representation for me has been something that I've been working on. And I really wanted to like launch this on my birthday, but I couldn't hold it in. Yeah, like I can't hold stuff in too long. And so anyways, representation in the body is important. You know, I do believe that there are strippers that are Christians. I do believe that there are drunkards that are Christians. I do believe that there are homosexuals that are Christians. I do believe that there are all types of Christians that we deem as unorthodox, and we think that, you know, aren't, you know, believers or children of God, all because of what they do. But it's like, you better take a good look at yourself in the mirror, sis or bro, because you're no better than the stripper. You're no better than the rapist. You're no better than these people that make these mistakes. Just because your weaknesses aren't as bad as society likes to make certain weaknesses and certain sins on the totem pole, as like these are just the ultimate like unforgivable sins. But there is no, you know, unforgivable sin. The only sin that is like, you know, unforgivable is not believing. That's it. Like if you don't believe, that's the only, I think, unpardonable. But you know, everything else is forgivable. So anyways, I don't want to get too long on this video, but what I will say is that, you know, we need to do a better job at representing our true selves and showing up as our true selves, and stop trying to, like, I understand if, you know, for your life, you know, you choose to not share certain things, that's your prerogative. But then, you know, don't judge the next person because they're not like you, you know, or they don't hide who they are. Like they don't put on a mask. Like me, I'm not about to put on a mask when I go to church. I'm not doing that. You're my family. We're family. I'm still a royal priest. Okay? I still am a king in God's eyes. You know what I'm saying? So what do I have to hide for? For what? Because so that I can appeal to your taste buds? Please, I'm the apple of God's eye, honey. Anyways, love y'all.